March 11th, 2019, Path of Exile announced a new stash tab to be added, the Unique tab. This allows you to store and showcase one copy of every Unique in-game. When I read that, I knew what I had to do. I've set off to obtain every Unique in-game in the solo self-found game mode, filling the Unique stash tab completely. This shit will take a long ass time and won't be easy, but I'm always down for a grind. I'm at Lighty, and this is all for one. I still have mixed feelings about this Unique Strongbox, the Diviner one. I think it's either type or hit or miss. I'd almost, in a lot of scenarios, rather just have a normal, like Diviner Strongbox. That's just garbage. Yeah, like that's just, I don't care what you say. I mean, maybe there's like a gamed way you could do it, but I feel like 9 times out of 10, me getting 40 random cards from a high quant box rather than this weird target thing just always works out better. What are you doing, Alpha? Maybe I can get my Unique finally? I don't think I've ever gotten this Unique before, and I just need it so bad. Come on. Wow, okay. This is actually pretty colossal. This is the story of the Val. It's the baby sword, and there's the upgrade sword. The reason this is so huge, my favorite word, huge, is I have the vial. I have the vial for this in standard. So when League rotates around and everything merges, we can actually upgrade the sword to the big version. And we'll have our first upgraded incursion item. You just fucking reek of imperfection, you stinky bitch. Nothing but imperfections all around. You reek of imperfection. You reek of imperfection. What? Full taxic. So rough one. Oh, Mings. Mings number 2? Nice. I can actually do my cold iron point build I was talking about. I might actually pursue that now. Let's double check that we actually have what I'm thinking I have. Because that was definitely something I wanted to do. And maybe we just do it this league. Not a bad idea. Did I have a second Mings or no? I don't. Alright, so hold on. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so it's double Ming's Heart with double Cold Iron Point. So you deal no physical damage, or sorry, you deal no elemental damage, but you still do chaos damage, so you're getting 40% added damage. This would completely take, you'd be capped chaos res, which is just nice to have. And then you'd have a fuck ton of damage from Cold Iron Points. This is like in the making of a build. I could figure something out from this point. Okay, so we are doing our research with It That Fled to upgrade our Natal Breachstone, and this will make our Anticipation become a Surrender. So we get to upgrade 2 Breachstones, right? So I get to go 1 pure, fantastic. We actually got to do a second one here, which I forgot to bring because I'm a dingle. And we're gonna do so we're only missing, it really doesn't matter particularly. All right, we'll do Zoff, why not? Whatever, see what it becomes. Pure, both became pure. Fantastic. I still suggest not to loot while running, but if you're a cocky little boy like me, then you could try to do both if you really want to, but otherwise you can just flame dash and zoop ahead. The experience though is also gross. You can literally see the bar moving right now while we're walking. And you could dive deep like this, and it doesn't matter because your casting number chicken is going to trigger on your bone shield, and then you're just fucking back at it. So it really is just super great for leveling. This is also why Chiyulo is still like the greatest, and I think the fastest way to level in the game, or close to it, outside of just doing like pure Breachstones or Zoff Breachstones. Elder Pen, I love that. And then yeah, it's just insane experience, and it's a great old time. I'd love to get the axe. I was thinking about earlier if we got the axe, maybe even upgrade the axe, and then maybe play some build with it if we could 6-link it, because it's just a funky like weapon. Something I'd always love to use is the Natal's Embrace. I don't think they've nerfed it or buffed it at all since it came out, because it was for sure lackluster on release, but yeah, in general, it's like a really funny weapon. And show me not a boot. Anything but a boot. A boot. It's just always a fucking boot. Either way, we got the Blessing, which was kind of the whole point of this. We have the Shield, which is Anticipation. You upgrade it, it becomes, bam, the Surrender. This is a really, really sick item to get. Now, it's great for 2 reasons. Well, maybe 3. Mostly because it gives you this life recovered on block, which is actually a lot of life on block. On top of that, it's armor if you block. So this shield itself effectively has like 2,500 armor, something like that. Level 30 Reckoning, high block chance, 30% chance to block, and it has insane defensive stats. That's why it's so great, basically. It's just an insane defensive shield. Next up is our Zoff's Pure Breachstone. So it's not as spooky. So the Ulnatal area was 82. The Zoff's domain is 81, so it's a little bit less. Alright, Zoff is a little bit spooky. Actually, he's like, I think, one of the more scarier bosses. Thankfully, because the taunt on hit from the zombies, he won't really ever leave this radius. And let's really hope we get a necklace here. That'd be insane. Ah, bow. Well, you can't win them all. Alright, we're really close. So close. Any second now. Any minute now. Any second now. Alright, be that way. Where's my fucking level 96? There we go. Level 96. Not sure what the fuck I'm picking up, but yeah, level 96. Well, I've never had that happen before. 3 opalescence dropped from one thing. That's kind of the most insane thing that's happened to me. Although I've had a silver drop, so I guess it's the same thing. But I don't know why 3 opalescence sounds cooler than having 1 silver, but it did. It did sound cooler. Gonna be doing a blighted tier 14 lava lake. Kind of spooky. Kind of spooky. I like it kind of spooky though. And we're doing teal just for lucky chests. Spawning a boss right there is a little bullshit, but like I said, he's literally stuck forever, permafrozen by petrification, so not too worried. So you'll see here the boss, and there's another example of where it's attempting to move, but once it's in radius, it's just the timer for when the petrification runs out isn't enough for it to move. It's kind of crazy, but that's just how it works. Always a welcome sight is an Agnerod staff. Which direction is this? Like it matters. I have no idea. Alright, got another set of Uberad Ziri. So let's run that bad boy. No reason not to, yet again. I'm not trying to level. If we do level, we level. And I'd love to get another shot at a, ooh, give me those acuities. Cuties would actually just like mean the fucking world to me. So last time I did Red Zero, I was a little bit under geared and under leveled compared to how I am now. So this should be even easier, but I'm pretty sure my minions will still die to just fighting at Zero herself, because I don't think there's any way around that for me. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Do we see the acuities on the ground? Can you fucking imagine, actually? Ugh, Garb again. I don't know what I expect. It's gonna be Uber at Ziri will be one of the legendary grinds. It'll be one of the 10 league grinds. Like, it's a really hard thing to complete. For those who don't know what Splendor looks like, I look a little bit retarded right now, but this is what Splendor looks like. It's super fucking sick for a chest. So, looking for a skin chance for Splendor's great. Well, so is the cloak. I like the fucking cloak.
Pretty sure the Temple of Immortality is the helmet, but it could be wrong because I often am. But I'd love that. Woo, baby! Oh my God! First time getting the helmet. Oh man, this is great. Mask of the Spirit Drinker, Mask of the Dank Drinker. Oh baby, I've been waiting for this fucking helmet for so long. This is my first time I've ever gotten the actual base item, and it's a cool one. So what it does is your energy regen starts at 0 and you can't ever gain ES. And then if you have certain levels of ES, you regenerate life, but you never actually can gain it, so it sucks as its first level. The second level is better, and we will have that conversation whenever we get the second level helmet. So I'm just like doing some red tier elder. I'm not really like no worries. I think I've like kind of lost direction at the moment. Oh look, it's a headhunter. Just kidding. Yes, I'm just doing red tier elders because I'm level 96. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next with life. So I still need to do a lot of red tier elders. So I figure I'll just do red tier elders. If I level through that, I level through that. Well, I figure out maybe leveling another character. But I got a Ventorus, which is kind of cool, and this one rolled, pretty good actually. Huh. 4 quant, 40 rarity, a little bit negative lightning, but it rolled positive life, cold, and fire. So that's pretty good Ventorus actually. Huh. Not too shabby. But yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do, because I think I want to maybe level a character. I have such spicy items. I have a Surrender, I have a Nebulok, I have double cooldown points, I have double Mings. It's like, something's coming. Something's in the works. Imagine I lost my fucking Animate Guardian right now. Whoa! Almost. Gloves. Classic gloves. That shit. And precision. Huh. Can't be blinded and increased attack damage.
Sure, I'll take that. I always wait when I'm doing my Elder Pens, because I want the dogs to come out. So I gotta, like, tease the damage and not just go full ham and murder him. Because if I do, then the dogs don't come out. So we gotta get a little bit of DPS here, and now the dogs are out. So now we can go hard. Dogs are free loot. It's like doing, fucking Summit or something and like Desert Spring and not killing all the things. You need that free loot. If you don't get the free loot, why are you doing it? I was doing a Zana in one of my Elder Pens, and I just got another Elder Pen from doing the Val Temple that the Zana gave me. But it dropped something that I have yet to see, and it is a pretty cool item. It's actually a divination card, a very important divination card. It is Beauty Through Death. That's also a Roomies there, which is sure. But Beauty Through Death is a very rare divination card. Now, this gives me 1/5 a Queen's Sacrifice. For those who don't know, is the prophecy that upgrades Atziri's Mirror into Atziri's Reflection. Honestly, this divination card is probably going to be my main method for obtaining this prophecy. It could take a couple hundred Val Temples. I've maybe done 10. So if I get 1 in 10 Val Temples, I'll be pretty happy. But yeah, it's just super rare to achieve, so I'm really happy I got this card. And 5 isn't too bad, so running high quantity Val Temples is going to be my go-to for a lot of my Beauty Through Death. But yeah, super happy to finally get one of these. And you actually have to, funnily enough, do Uber at Ziri to get the, and when you get the Prophecy active, to upgrade the mirror into the reflection. But very happy to get that finally, so, because that Ziri's Reflection is a fucking bomb shield. Curse immunity, curse reflection, increased effective curse, ES, tons of ES, all res, int. It really is just like kind of a dream shield for a lot of builds, so super cool to get and super rare find. So it took a little bit of time, but we've gotten our first master card from actually doing Elder Pens. This is my, I think Elder Pen. I'm at the very end of my sextant rotation, so I've done 3, so 9 Elder Pens. And they're all fully sextanted, fully fragmented. They all have some sort of scarab on it. They all have some sort of master mod, so there's something like 180 quantity plus various increases to, and modifiers on top of that. So they're like, you know, as tricked at as you can get a map, essentially. I've been running them pretty much back to back to back. I still have 10. Like I said, I don't have much of an issue. When you craft Elder maps high enough, and when you don't have your tier 16s on, what happens is essentially the only map that can drop your tier 16 unless you're doing a tier 15 that is the adjacent map. Like if you're doing, for example, Colonnade, of course Hydra can drop, but in general the only T16 dropping for my tier 14s and tier 15s, it's Elder Pen. So it's actually super nice because of that. So I consistently am getting pretty much 1-for-1 Elder Pens, if not more. Sometimes I get them where it's like 18% reflect with shock. It's just like too annoying to do. And if I have to down the road, I will do them, but I don't really have to. Like, I'm not at that point. Like one like this, I'll probably just keep because the quant's pretty fine. And then boom, boom, boom. I'm actually going to probably run less than just boom, boom, boom. We'll just do like 2 booms, so boom, boom. And we'll put on like 3 red beasts or some shit, or harbingers. And yeah, and then we'll put on warbands. So like they're clearly tricked out. Of course, I'm also sexting them. I'm also using sextants on them. So here's where I have something like this. And if I ever roll magic pack size as one of my sextant modifiers, I'll always put on bloodlines. I feel like it benefits some of the best. So on top of that, I'm always seeking prophecies to try to get prophecies proccing. So it's like as maxed out as a map can get, and your returns will reflect that. Crabby. Peric's grip? Grip? We got the fucking grip? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's great. Oh my god, the grip is so rare. Oh, it's not the fucking, it's not the pass, it's not the shit one. That was some just random item. So good. So fucking good. I mean, we have to get another one for the taming, but just so fucking good. So we've been delving and cruising around, picking up mostly ruined chambers. If you're wondering how I get the majority of my Elder Pens, well, the first way I got my first like 10 to 15, just doing the basic Val Outpost ruined chambers at monster level 83. any of the map boxes will give you just shit out tier 16s. But we found something, and it's a boss, but it's a tier 1 boss. But still, any boss is a boss when you have to live with my fucking situation as far as rings go. So we're hoping for a ring or the map. Ring or map is good. Cerberus' paw or claw, whatever it's called, is bad, pretty much. It's no good because we already have it. Alright, moment of truth. What do we get? Come on, baby, ring or map. Oh my god. Wow, look how close he was to dying, too. Okay, round 2 on fucking Blind Boy. Let's not get one shot again. Whatever the fuck one shot me. Oh, god damn it. The one thing we didn't want was the fucking scepter. That's what we got. Oh, I feel so bad to get a dupe from doing this shit. So for the second time in one video, the shitty Diviner Strongbox. And again, I'm not even going to click it because I'm not wasting 1% divine on this. So I can spend divines on timeless jewels, you know? So hopefully, let's see if this thing performs better than a standard divination box. I doubt it, but you never know. We'll find out, I guess. Alright. Answer that question. Still a pile of shit. Doing vaults of Adziri just so I can get fragments. And yeah, Inspired Learning dropped. Spookiest part, I'm doing vaults of Adziri. Thing dropped Corrupted. That's terrifying, but I have that now, so kind of cool, I guess. Little baby headhunter. Maybe I could use it on something. I don't know. Just don't say arise, my children, and I'm fine. Anything but arise, my children. Good, I skipped it. Sometimes you don't ever skip the second minion phase, but that's the fucking big rip. Show me a helm, show me a chest. Anything but a flask. Helm or chest, just not a flask. That's a fucking helmet. Oh. Arguably the best in slot summoner helmet in the game for its insane ability. And this is what it is. The Devouring Diadem. It's +1 to levels, so not quite as good as +2 or +3 you can get in a helmet. Obviously there's no life, no res, OKES. However, it gives you Elder's Battery and it gives you a chance for ES recharge to start when you use a skill. That's kind of meh. The most important thing is the Feast of Flesh every 5 seconds. The screen right here. So Feast of Flesh is a skill granted by the Devouring Diadem. Yes, it is. No, every 5 seconds, it pretty much heals you back to full. It's just a lot. It's just really safe. It's a safe helmet. It's really fucking safe helmet. It's great. It's a really good ability. If you're walking around, it pretty much just keeps you topped off. It's just super duper safe. And there's also a chance I can get a good Veiled mod. Now here's the moment of truth. Let's see what Veiled mod we get. I don't really need any of these. Trigger stock is supposed to be focus, so I don't need it at all. So I guess we'll just put on Dex. Dex and Strength is probably better. That's kind of a shit one, but Dex isn't terrible, I guess. With the helmet on, and we actually lose more because of the ES. So we're losing about 1,000 effective life, but we gain the ability to constantly have our life being topped off from the helmet. The helmet itself looks kind of crazy because it's like skin torn over my face, kind of. So I am becoming the full necromancer now. My gear is honestly fucking getting there. Like, we just need the 6-link Vis Mortis and we're like in just the super dank setup. Like, our wand after the stream is insane. Rings are still pretty fucking good. Our amulet's just a dex stat stick. I'd honestly prefer Astra fucking Mentis at this point. So it's kind of hard to see when the ability is triggering, because I'll just be back at full life, you know, and ES and stuff like that. It's every 5 seconds it's triggering, and it's pretty much topping me off. So it's kind of more of just a passive thing, but I know it's working, which is nice in itself. Also, I no longer have to deal with mana at all because of Eldritch Battery. The only thing we actually need is an amulet. So if we get an amulet, we are finished with Tull, but outside of that, we don't really need anything from Tull at all. So hopefully we see an amulet drop. That'd be insane. Nope, wand. It is what it is. Overall, I wonder if we can demo what the corpses look like. There's some corpses, so if we just wait a couple seconds here, it should eat them. Bam, eat them. See, and it does a little red animation. So that's the Feast of Flesh, and it's super effective for keeping me topped off. So another cool thing you could do, I actually have 1 point to allocate to this, is if you get Mind Over Matter, it actually takes some of your the damage you take will be reallocated to your ES because it's taking the place of the mana. So it still works as for 30% of the damage will just be redirected to it. It includes dot damage. Had our Elder Spawn red tier, so we're going to bang that out. But just want to say, I think this could be my favorite looking divination card in the game. The Hail Heart. I think this is like top fucking tier looking card. Binders. Quantity. First try. Oh, fucking. Oh my god. This fucking porcupine map, bro. Dying at 96 sucks. Fat cock. Always a cool thing to see. A Gloomfang. Still a solid fucking amulet for a lot of builds. So I finally have enough res for moving things around that I can actually run my Ventors I have. It's only 4 quant, but it's still 55 rarity with, you know, it's okay life and some res, so for sure worth using. It still keeps me at 5k. My light and res is still fine. And it just gives me some more quant, so at the end of the day, it's probably still better than nothing, so I like it. Unless I get a better Vermilion ring, which I have yet to craft a decent one, then I'm just going to stick with this. We have another Agnorod. Now we have a north in the bank, and in our stash, we have it east, north, and west. So if this is the south, we could do Vinctars. Oh my god, it actually is the south. Alright, this is kind of going to be, this is a cool fucking moment right now. So not often do you get to pull this off in solo self-found, but 1, 2, 3, 4. There are all 4 Agnorod staffs. Alright, we have north, we got south, east, and west. And what's so cool about them is if you vendor all 4, you get a map. Ah, but what's the map? The map is Vinctar Square. Vinctar Square is a courtyard that, well, let me just show you instead of but basically it's 4 directions and you kill unique mobs. To the east, it cannot be seen. To the west, it cannot be touched. To the south, it cannot be remembered. And to the north, it cannot be contained. And in the middle, you fight the big dick lightning guy. The interesting thing about the Agnorod situation, I've brought this up before, is that essentially, because of how each one is unique, the map is unique and the flasks are unique. Here's the first mini-boss. Again, it's quite low-level zone now. So it's not too difficult. But yeah, so as they are all individual uniques themselves, the dilemma is that I have to get 1 of each staff, 1 map, I have to get 1 flask. So that's 12 staffs in total. Right, so 3 of each of the 4. So it's just it's an interesting scenario. It's kind of like the Delve Ring, where I just have to get multiple copies of the same uniques. Also similar to Twilight Temple, where I have to get 1/2 of each shield, the combined shield, and I got to get the map itself. So it's just like a lot of repeat items, but you know, it's the price you pay. Oh, here's the gate. We've entered the arena. It's a very grandiose type thing, so he's gonna be there in the middle in a second. Staff holder, here he comes. Comes crackling down. Bah! The big one, and he just starts cycling outside. Here's the instant cyclone, or no? He's already started doing it. There's the beam, so there's the first ad. I guess it's going to go very quickly. Okay, and he's instantly phase changed again. There's the twin ads, and they're done. Is he going to do the cyclone or not? No cyclone? There's the cyclone. No living bomb? There's the living bomb. So that'll actually do a lot of damage. Still. And here's the last one, all 3 ads. And here comes the final part with the vessel, big boy, and pop. Vinctar Square complete. Oh, and we get our flask. This is a vessel of Vinctar. We received the Fizz conversion one, which arguably is the worst one, maybe. It shocks nearby enemies during flask effect, causing increased damage taken for them. You're shocked, causing increased damage taken. 20% of your Fizz is converted to lightning, and 20% of lightning damage is leached as life. So that last one's the big one, obviously. Now, if you're a Pathfinder, you're not shocked because you're immune to status elements, but yeah, pretty much it's a massive leech flask. But it looks cool, and it's a big one off the list for us to obtain, so I'm really glad we finally got our Vinctar, and what a lovely way to end the video. All right. Go again.
New roots. You're making me nervous, Exile.
I try it again, but like in a different inflection.
New roots. You're making me nervous, Exile.
Okay, say it like a little calmer this time.
New roots. You're making me nervous, Exile.
All right, try to say it like a little quieter this time.
New roots. You're making me nervous, Exile.
All right, say it like in like a sexy way. Say it like in like a sexy. Hold on 1 second. All right, go.
Okay. New roots. You're making me nervous, Exile.